In the late 2000s, a Microsoft employee spotted a problem no one was talking about. Millions of Indians couldn't afford a simple pair of glasses. Most business owners would have opened just another eyewear shop. Peyush Bansal chose to go online, and 15 years later, that idea became Lenskart, a billion-dollar giant that changed how India sees. But let's rewind a bit. In 2008, India's eyewear market was broken, dominated by unorganized players, expensive brand stores, and zero transparency. That's when Peyush Bansal noticed the gap. He launched Lenskart with one simple idea: to make quality eyewear affordable, accessible, and stylish. What used to cost 3,000 rupees in a store could now be yours for under 1,000 rupees with free eye tests and home delivery. That early innovation laid the foundation for what Lenskart is today, being India's largest eyewear brand who designs, manufactures, and sells eyeglasses and contact lens both online and through its 2,700 plus stores across 14 countries. What began as a humble D2C startup in 2010 is now a full-stack eyewear giant, and it's just filed its papers for its IPO. So what do we know about the IPO? Lenskart is looking to raise 4,500 to 5,000 crores via a combination of fresh issue and offer for sale. Fresh issue equals fuel for growth, and offer for sale is equal to partial exits by early investors. In plain terms, if you're investing in the IPO, your money goes straight into growth, not into the pockets of existing VCs. That's a good sign. The expected valuation, around 5 to 6 billion. The money raised will go into the following: opening new stores for around 272 crores, leasing retail space about 591 crores, cloud infrastructure 213 crores, ads and branding about 320 crores, plus some for acquisitions and general needs. But domestically is where the heart of the story remains. Lenskart isn't just metro deep, it is Bharat broad. Over 50% of its Indian sales come from Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities now. FY25 was a milestone year. Lenskart clocked 6,653 crores in revenue and for the first time turned profitable with a 297 crore net profit. Its profit margin stood at 4.47% and its return on capital employed jumped to 13.84%. But why is Lenskart growing at such a rapid pace? And what's allowing them to dominate the market? The answer is bittersweet. People's worsening visions. People are addicted to their screens. Among Indian children under 19, the rate of blurry vision has nearly doubled from 21% in 2020 to 39% in 2025. Because India doesn't have enough optometrists or stores. And that's the opportunity Lenskart is chasing. Peyush realized eyewear isn't a one-time sale, it's a recurring need. That's why he pushed the gold membership program, and today 6.7 million people pay for it. And the data proves the bet worked. Nearly every customer comes back with a 98% reorder rate. So, when you look at Lenskart's integration, it isn't just operational, it's a founder's mindset turned into a competitive moat. And this wasn't just talk. As of FY25, Lenskart had over 698 stores in Tier 2 and beyond, plus another 469 in Tier 1 and 900 in metros, setting up a true pan-India retail network. When disciplining global expansion, he didn't just look for markets, he looked for partners that matched Lenskart's DNA. That's how Owndays came into the picture. He saw a Japanese eyewear brand that wasn't just premium, it was tech-driven, customer-first, and offline-savvy. So instead of building from scratch, he just bought Owndays. Now Lenskart plus Owndays echoes across 13 Asian markets from India to Japan and beyond, creating a truly pan-Asia scale. This IPO is not just a bet on eyewear, it's a bet on Lenskart becoming a lifestyle, plus health tech company globally. No IPO is without risk, but the question is, do the strengths outweigh the speed bumps? That's what every smart investor needs to decide. So would you apply for the IPO? Drop your thoughts in the comments.